Yo, this is your man Don Calloway with a quick thought on ESPN's First Take. I think this is the first time that I've ever seen not only two African Americans, but two HBCU grads at the helm of a show this big with this much magnitude and reach. So let's talk first about Hall of Fame tight end Shannon Sharpe. It has been amazing to watch him progress as a media personality over the last 7 to 10 years. Shannon has always been endowed with the wisdom of the ages coming from his grandparents in the South who raised him in rural Georgia. He understands what life is like in the South for rural black folks who don't come from a whole lot. He'll tell you he came from nothing. And so to watch him not only make himself into a Hall of Fame football player as a tight end, but also to make himself into the same level talent as a media personality that he was as a football player has just been really, really cool to watch. He is an autodidactic intellect, meaning you can tell he was always smart, but he has made himself into a true top-tier intellectual. You got to remember that this is a guy who had a speech impediment for most of his life, and to be able to watch him develop has just been really, really awe-inspiring, and it's made me very, very proud. I love Club Shay Shay. I love what he was able to do, striking a deal with Colin Cowherd to take Club Shay Shay on as his own project, which he fully owns, and to let that show live in a venue that he fully controls. So what he's doing on both the media personality side as well as the business side has just been really, really cool to watch. Now let's talk about Stephen A. Smith. But I think it's important to remember that Stephen A. put in the work as a beat journalist in Philadelphia, in New York City, where he's from, just covering the most menial of stories. I understand Stephen A.'s style is not everybody's style, but one cannot hate on what Stephen A. Smith has accomplished in his media career just off of pure will, tenacity, integrity, hard work, and straight up grit. So what we're seeing is the culmination of an extremely hardworking man having put in the time over the life of his career. In a universe where there's a million podcasts, a million blogs, a million different actual broadcast channels, Stephen A. Smith from Winston-Salem State University is the #1 sports media personality, bar none, out of the amazing legacy of Clarence Big House Gaines down in Winston-Salem State. Shay Shay, Uncle Shannon, is also a HBCU grad coming out of Savannah State University. Extremely proud of both of those guys and everything they've done. Brothers are having a moment in media. You got my good frat brother DeMarco Morgan over at Good Morning America, Jackson State University, the I love. You got Michael Strahan out of Texas Southern, who's everywhere all the time doing all the things, also a Hall of Fame football player. Bomani Jones coming out of Clark, Atlanta, just wrapped his show on HBO, Game Theory with Bomani Jones, but super excited to see whatever Bomani has coming next. Ryan Clark, not an HBCU grad, but extremely proud of Ryan Clark and everything that he and Fred and Channing are doing over on the Pivot. It's an amazing moment to be in media, and I hope that every brother that's grabbing the mic does so with integrity and is willing to work hard at it and put the time in, because when you get an audience, that's a privilege that we should never take for granted. But that's it. Hope y'all are doing well. Talk soon.
Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent about 2 racks on handmade new rags. Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. That's everybody from sports to college class to rap and back.